this task centers. I don't know if you watch previous seasons because when we were doing the reason why we watch all these things is not because we want to watch them. We learn. When he got this task is similar to what Tricky T did. This is his strength. He was the one who did it. Then everybody now come and push him. So when he comes to that area of expertise, when he comes to problematic things, we leave it for him.
I agree to what he said, but who said something about let's get to know each other's tribe? Because do you know what I think? That would influence the story. Everybody would still do their bit. You still do your whatever, your expertise, whatever it is. But I think let's get to know, you said that, yeah? Let's still get to know each other's tribes. It's necessary. It will influence the story. So it will give you ideas, actually, whoever is writing it. That's what I think.
Okay, so first of all, I feel like we have a lot of strong characters in the whole group. So when he wants to infuse, for example, I'm from Edo, so he gets to that point, so he can come. Me and her were from Edo, so he says, oh, what is it about Edo? He puts it in the story, and then he comes, what is it, you understand? So he can now create a story with that. Yes. I feel like all of us were very strong-headed, all of us as individuals, and that's not a bad thing, and I actually think that's very good, so nobody can, Anyway, my point is, all of us, let's sit down now. We probably, like you said, will not create the story today, but let's sit down now in our individual tribes, and each tribe will start, and everybody's listening. We don't have to go differently. Igbos will say, okay, my culture, this one, that one did not happen. Yorubas will say this one, that one. We're listening. Because yes, I know all the tribes, but maybe I don't know deep down inside of every tribe. We just bring our strengths in each tribe. Before, this is not a storyline. We haven't made the story. We're just listening to certain things that I don't know about a tribe. So then all of us can now think, okay, let's make this is the story. And then yes, those that are very talented in specific things can now develop more. Can now develop more because it's a group task, not a talent task that say, oh, you're a writer or you write the story for us. No, I want all of us. Wait, listen to me now. Let me finish. It's a group task. Let us all. I know we're all the whole weeks. So, some of us might not make it to a certain week when we'll have a different task. Everybody will shine in this thing. It's not about. So those that have the talents in music, writing. Once we all bring our heads together and decide this is the story we want, the writers can then say, the starting should start like this from my experience, the ending, the middle should go here, the end should be like this, music should enter here, and then we all work together. We're not leaving it for any talented person, it's all together. But yes, those with no talent.
Someone finish.
No talent. Those that are good in what they'll do, we'll give them that chance to help us. So it will be perfect.
We're just saying that you use the people that they
no talent, experience. People who are. That's all I have to say.
Yeris is next, one house.
Okay.
Yeris, you wanted to speak to the
Speak after Yeris. Who else wants to talk, please? Speak after him. And then we'll continue.
Okay, so I feel like, of course, 3 heads are better than one, or 2 heads are better than one, and we should capitalize on that. So what I feel like, just like everybody has said, we are both like, each tribe, like Igbo, I think there's like 2 Igbo or 3 Igbo. If there is Hausa, there's like 1 or 2. There's Ijo or any part. So you find those people, you guys go together. You guys have a conversation. Bring out like bullet points of what you guys tribe is amazing. Yeah? And then like then you have that in your head, and then one person will like explain this tribe, and then we know that one thing, because individual, like if it's 3 people from the south, we are both from one state, and we can't just start saying individually. So we can just come together and say, oh, we agree in this one. Now you say the one that we all agree. Yeah. And we now say, oh wow, this is interesting. Now when each tribe says that, we now say, okay, so this is what you have, this is what you have, this is what you have. Now we say, the people that want to like have we take a day like till tomorrow morning. Maybe we have this kind of conversation and say, sleep on it, come with an idea. Everybody come with an idea, like with the stories that you've gotten. Now, when you get an idea, you choose if it's 22 people, since we are 22, right? So we like divide it into a certain amount, and then those people with their ideas, they discuss. So we just like divide, reduce the amount of people. You guys talk, then we'll come again. Like when we come together, you choose the person that will talk for you. This is the story. So let's say tomorrow, each person has their own story. Like you sleep on it tomorrow morning. Like the story you want to, like the major story for the for the tribes. So the thing.
Highlights.
Okay, so like the example is, let's say me in today, like right now, we talk about our place, and then now we just talk about our tribe. So you learn something about our tribe, right? Now we learn something about everybody's tribe. Now you can now use that to think of a story. Each of us can now use that to think of a story. If you can't, no problem. Tomorrow you will have time. Tomorrow, even if you can't think of a story, you will be paired up with someone that has a story.
Why are we making individual tribal stories?
No, the individual tribal story is so that you can think of a story that can include those like individual tribal. Do you get?
Well, I thought we all agreed that we get a storyline and then individually.
Please, guys, one house. Ask a question. Okay, regarding to what J. Paul said.
Guys, please, one house so we can understand what everyone is saying.
What J. Paul said. That's a great story. So, like he spoke about muscle code. Becoming Nigerian and just coming together. Why don't we just start working on that? Or is there any other have like something more? Because we're just saying the same thing. Somebody is saying we should go into competition. That's what I'm asking. Like, are there any ideas?
Becoming Nigerian.
Before amalgamation, before civil, what they call it, the colonizers came in and all that. Like I have this, like an idea of what it could look like. Yeah, I have an idea of what it could look like, and then we say, oh, the Igbo people. There's a narrator. There's music. The Igbo people will come with their do their things. The narrator is narrating. They say what they want to say. In fact, you can even start with the national anthem. Okay, it's like a whole structure. But we can't end with the national anthem. Yes. It's not something that we can decide here right now. Like I said before, initially, and that's what Maria also said. Yeah.
Tega, please. Tega, he's supposed to go after Tega.
Yes.
Okay, Liko said she was going to go. You go after Liko. Please, one house. Let's listen to what she has to say, please, guys. It makes more sense like that.
Please, sorry. I'm going to start with what she read. You said, or Biggie said, we should come up with a concert, right?
No, musical, theatrical,
No,
drama.
that's not how it came.
That's exactly what it was. I crammed it.
Musical, theatrical,
drama.
or
Incorporate songs and dances.
a theatrical.
Musical theater.
Was it musical theater?
So it's not drama.
It's not drama on its own.
Those 3 words.
That
You be singing and acting.
yes. So basically, is a form of drama that inculcates music. Yes. So when there's drama and there's music, the entire body has to be drama. All right, and then music comes in to spice up. Right. So what I'm trying to say now is, when we are talking about ethnics, tribes, and all that, we have to be, because it's very dicey. It's very, very dicey because I am from the south, he's from the south, she's from the south, you're from the south, and I want to talk about the Efi culture. She wants to talk about the Iran culture. he wants to talk about the epic culture, whereas Emmanuel wants to talk about the urban culture, which is also in similarities. If we have to come up with a storyline. If we have one that has Becoming Nigeria, and we want to say, okay, let's do, what did you say again? What's the word? No, he said there's a narrator. He said there's a narrator. That means there has to be more of drama. Right? More of drama. Yeah, but I feel, that's what I feel. I feel it's going to spice it up that way. More of drama that to make everybody be involved in it. Do you understand? No, from what I'm hearing, we're really on the whole tribe thing. Do you get? I might be from the South. I might not necessarily say anything about the South. Do you get? But I am involved in the drama.
Exactly. No, but what?
Do you get? No, hold on, please. Hold on. I'm going somewhere. I'm using South because I'm from the South. I'm using that as an example. Do you get? So if you're from the West, and there are other people that are from the West, it's a drama. All right, you may not speak, you may not perform like music, but you must say something, and then music comes in from someone else.
In musical theatre, music represents the drama. Yeah. I went to drama school. Okay, musical theatre. You have to bring the music. Traditional outfit. I don't know if it's for this tax. In musical theatre, music is the drama. What you're doing is just explaining parts of the music. Half of it is music. In musical theatre is music. Or you said it was the other way. In musical theatre, music is the thing.
Right? Have something regarding fishermen in particularly. And then weave that into something that has to do with the Yorubas. I'm not so conversant with the Yoruba culture.
But that is becoming Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah, that is becoming Nigeria.
Right.
It's a connection of all tribes.
So it flows. Right. That's why I said the river with, you get what I'm saying. So yeah,
That's why initially he didn't word what he was trying to say first. He said stories.
Like if someone is talking, they have so many ideas flowing through. So when you just cut it, it's gold. So can we just let them finish? They can show questions.
So that's, I was even coming to the end of it anyway, so that's fine. Well, a bunch of it just flew out, but it's okay, that's fine.
Story, because whether you like it or not, the story is actually the most important part and it's very intricate. Now, what we develop on first try might be like, I don't know, first draft or whatever you call it, and it might actually get better. Maria, do you have something to say? Okay, it will actually get better as we're going. Do you get, like, you don't have to like beat the horse in that moment, like and try to get it. Once we actually start, and then practicing is actually like a really big deal as well. So we can give like a day and a half or whatever, whatever we all decide here. But yeah, she really like said a lot of stuff I wanted to say. Like timing is like we don't have time. So yeah.
I think Becoming Nigeria is boring. And so that's what is expected of us. So let's think, if you don't get anything else, no problem, we will stick with it. But let's just think, at least 1 hour. Let us open our creative minds.
Yeah. Because since it's a musical theater, whatever, the dialogue in drama, we're not going to be talking. It's going to be like, there's not going to be any talking, whatever we're doing, with the movement and everything, whatever we're speaking is music. So it's not like someone is coming to perform. I've been able to understand that.
So, please, they can have something to
Dialogue.
Please, don't it's about what she's saying.
But when she's done, when you're done, I want us to like just get that out. It's not like someone's coming to do that. Even the songs you're composing, it's not like you're coming here to sing a do song or a quite pop song. No. The dialogue in the drama becomes music. It's musical. That one for the story. I think everybody can come up with one story or the other, but first, let's know, okay, like he said, like what Perez said, to them, okay, fishing. From there, everybody can now go back and like, okay, for this one, the partner to South, this partner to the Western, and others can be like, okay, I have this idea about everybody. Then the story can come from your head, where you have, do you understand? You need to understand, okay, it's not like you have to start thinking, oh, sure, okay, let's do becoming, I'm not saying BBnaija is a bad idea, but no, we can't just say, okay, let's do something about it. No, let's get to know, okay, do you understand?